Ipswich Buses, your local bus company serving your football team. Buses run every 10 minutes. Avoid the traffic. Don't get stuck in the delay. Get Ipswich Buses today. A single £1.20, a return only £2. Find out more information at www.ipswichbuses.co.uk. Ipswich Buses, proud to partner with Talking Town. Hello again, friends, and you are my friends. It's just me tonight. Well, me out of the three you've seen on the screen there. Hopefully, Stephen and Thompson will be joining us also as we look to the FA Cup third round draw. It is going to be happening any moment now on ITV4 for those that have access to ITV4. Who do you want in the FA Cup? Should we progress, obviously, past Barrow in the replay? That's not a given. We have to be honest with that one. But yeah, it's obviously nice to be in the FA Cup third round draw. As far as we have fallen, that does say it all, if you asked me. But yeah, who are you looking forward to? Obviously, if you're watching this back, let me know what you think of the draw live. We are live tonight, Monday, the 6th of December at 8:30 with the main man, Marcus Stewart. Myself, George Nunn, Alex Wilson, and Marcus Stewart will be live. We'll get Stewart's thoughts on McGrill, what we can expect from him. Obviously, having played with him and known the man for many years, I'm looking to see what I can glean from Marcus. We'll get his thoughts on the situation at Town. For those that haven't heard the news and lived under a rock for the last 3 days, manager Paul Cook has sadly been sacked or been sacked. So yeah, well, that's live tonight, 8:30, and then at 7:15, 7:20ish. The moment this draw finishes, myself, Mr. Positivity Neil Moles, and this man will be with you for the F1, and what a show it was yesterday. Tomo, how you doing, buddy?
I'm very well. Yourself?
Not too bad. We won't obviously discuss the F1 on this part because we'll save it for the F1 show on this network for those that want to join us after a wacky race. But on the screen right now is David Seaman. He was one of my childhood idols. I'm going to be honest. If I was in goal in the playground, I wanted to be David Seaman. Who was your childhood idol growing
up? Footballing, well, I was obviously more Formula One than football as a kid, but for me, it was Pablo Caniago. He was one of the first people I remember watching at Town, and when I was playing football, I wanted to be him. That obviously didn't happen.
Absolutely. Joe Bradley, the balls are in, boys. They certainly are. Not quite yet on my screen, so you're probably going to tell me who we've got in a minute. I like what Leighton says. Let's see who Barrow play in the third round. Good evening, Matthew. Chris Boyd. Let's find out who Barrow are playing. Josh is looking forward to the draw. Big dogs in the hat. Yes. They've got Aaron McLean on the show, Steve, and he said, yeah, FA Cup third round's great. And all the big boys come into it. And I thought, that means we're not a big boy. Well, we're not a big boy anymore, are we?
No, not in the grand scheme of things. No,
that makes me sad. That truly makes me sad. Yeah, I'm a little bit behind yourselves. So you'll have to let me know who we've got because you'll be first in the chat. But Seaman has just dropped these balls into...
That's unfortunate.
Well, that is unfortunate. Correct, Mondo, Steve. Particularly at 7:05. But yes, into the hat. Or it was not really a hat, is it? I mean, it's not like the old Talking Town giveaway. But the first ball is out, and it's 58, which I've got no clue who that is. It's not on the screen. It's not one of the Premier League teams. It's Boreham Woodall St Albans, tonight's fixture that they are covering.
63.
We're 63, aren't we? Yeah.
Well, mate, that's good luck. That is George Russell's number. That is good luck.
Versus 50, which is AFC Wimbledon. What do you want then, Steve? Yeah, we are. We're miles behind Joe, but I can't do nothing about that. Gary Denny, evening, FA Cup, Centre Man United will slaughter them under John McGrill. Who do you want? I in an ideal world, I want a Premier League team at home. Let's go. What do you want?
I think for the fun of it, I'd love Norwich at home because that would be brilliant. But on the other hand, can you imagine the bloody what would go down if we lost that?
Well,
So,
and they put their second team out.
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, I'd take a big Premier League team. You know, I'd take a United, I'd take an Arsenal, something like that, just at home, because I think it'd be brilliant to get a Premier League team down to Portman Road. It's been a while.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Any Premier League team would be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want it away from home. I don't want to be travelling somewhere. And the worst thing will be something like Leighton Orient, which it won't be because they're already out of the draw. But Aaron Drinnan's going to Stoke, Steve. Can Aaron Drinnan do it on a cold, wet night in Stoke, do you think?
He can do it on a cold, wet night at Portman Road, so I doubt it.
Well, that's true.
Yes, he can do it on a warm summer's evening at Portman Road. So
he's been doing it recently for.
He has been doing very well though
for Leighton Orient. So let's see if he can go to Stoke, which is the famous saying in English football, isn't it? Can he go to Stoke on a cold, wet night? Chris Boyd, always worth remembering that only 20 minnows make it the third round. 44 to 64 places are taken by the Premier League Championship side, so less than a third of places for the likes of ITFC. I know, we used to be one of those already in the draw.
Give it a few years, we'll be in the third round.
Chesterfield are going to Chelsea, Steve. I remember going to Chelsea in the FA Cup, actually, queuing up for hours outside Portman Road. I got a parking ticket that day, would you believe? I know. I only have to queue up for about 8 hours to get a ticket. I then come out of Portman Road and find I got a parking ticket. Cheeky fuckers.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Shrewsbury away at Liverpool, Steve.
There's some good draws being made so far.
Yeah, but for the small, this is where the FA Cup should say, right, if you get that draw, that should be reversed because Shrewsbury going to Liverpool.
Yeah, that's a walkover. I mean, to be fair, it's not exactly not going to be
a walkover all the way around. But
you
want that at home for the old ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
Yeah, because Liverpool turning up at Shrewsbury's ground, that's going to be amazing. That'd be such a draw.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be the same if we got a Premier League team to Portman Road.
Yeah.
You know, once upon a time, that was obviously a regular thing.
That was a regular thing, yeah. Number 14, Coventry City. Now, I think it was Coventry away. John says Fulham versus Ipswich. Let's see if that comes out at some point. I hope not in that order, John, because I don't want to go to Fulham. Although I did a boat trip once at Fulham, Steve. You ever been to Fulham?
I have never been to Fulham.
Don't. Bit of a shithole, to be fair.
Oh, there you go. I'm expecting some nice sort of tourist board information.
Nah, they're nice people down there. It's a lovely park you walk through to get to the stadium, but it's a shithole. Let's be brutally honest. People will tell you that's an old-fashioned ground, which in football terms translates to proper dump.
Craven Cottage, isn't it, Fulham?
Yes.
Seen photos of it. It doesn't exactly look like a. I know they're obviously not a Premier League team currently, but it doesn't look like a stadium you'd expect to find in the Premier League. It does look very much Championship.
Yes, it does. Brighton and Hove Albion at West Brom. New ground, ain't it? ? Is it a new ground? Have they moved? Have I been asleep? They've moved. 59 is out of the draw. Who's this? Is this Fulham? No. Kidderminster Harriers away. No, don't give us that away. That is a nothing draw. Here we go. Steeman's pulled it out of the hat. It is number 35. It's not us, Steve. Don't worry. We're 63.
Still in it. I like the sound of that. George 63, of course, is George Russell's number, so I will take that. That's an omen right there.
Oh, not Leicester, Joe. Not away at Leicester. Don't tell me that. They just come out of the hat. So if it is, he's bang on the money. Let's see what we've got. No, it's not us. It's not us. It's Watford versus. I get it now. Versus Gov FC. Watford. Yes, the club I'm itching to be like.
Oh yeah, revolving.
What are your thoughts on Cookie going then, Steve?
Surprised, but not surprised. I put a tweet out about it when it happened. I'm surprised in the fact that they've acted so swiftly, but I'm not, because this isn't Marcus Evans anymore. We've grown used to obviously twiddling thumbs, with the exception maybe of Paul Hurst.
Yeah.
Which was very un-Evans like. We've grown used to that sort of acceptance and that sort of sitting around no action sort of thing, whereas now this is a very different world. So
you see Ashton's statement today, or the video today that he put out?
Yeah, I just watched it. Full of praise for John McGreal.
As you would expect, I'm disappointed him as interim, but
it's
more the ambition and the ruthlessness of this season's not over. which is what I've told the players. And I get the feeling that, previous years, like you say, under other owners, we just bob along, don't we, until it's too late, and then you just go through this whole we'll get somebody in for 4 or 5 months to assess, and we'll go again next year, and it's basically a whole year written off, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas now it seems like we're not having that. We're not standing for that.
I like the sound of that, because the first 2 years in League One, it's just like this is our third season. Yeah, third season in League One. So the first 2 seasons, it's been very much a hot start, followed by tailing off, followed by we'll go again next year. Whereas this year, I think with Cook at the helm, it may well have been the very same thing. We'll go again next season.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's like, okay, we can't take that. We don't want to be in League One for a 4th season. It's bad enough to get out of now. So yeah, to get a change. So
Norwich are go on. Sorry, go on.
That's right. I'm happy with the choice overall. I think it was better late than or better now than never.
Millwall, don't give us Millwall away. Whatever you do, please.
But
it's Millwall. But Norwich are still in the hat. They are ball 30. It's 15. It's Crystal Palace. Oh, tasty tie. That is a tasty London tie.
So West Ham Millwall would have been good.
No, that's going to be a police affair.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be good because those two are dirty. They've got a dirty relationship.
Well, they're arch rivals, aren't they?
Yeah.
Swindon, Man City. Oh my days! Swindon at home to Man City is a hell of a tie. Is
that where Tyrese Simpson is right now?
Yeah. Love to see him play against old Man City. That's going to be a hell of a tie. Absolutely hell of a tie. Particularly as it's at Swindon. That's going to be, ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Man United are ball 26. Man City have obviously just gone. Leeds 21. It's going to be something like Peterborough, isn't it?
We're going to get something awful. The dream is there to get a massive Premier League team to Portman Road. We're not going to get that.
We're not.
We're going to get a crap Championship team.
We're going to get an absolute, someone like, we are. QPR.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I'd like West Ham at Portman Road. I think that would be good.
You either want, I agree, particularly nowadays with being on the verge of the Champions League.
Yeah.
What you want, and maybe you can tell me if you agree or not. You want either a really good tie at home that's glamorous, or you want a really winnable tie at home. So then you go to the 4th round. Something like Ipswich versus, I don't know, let's say Luton, who are a Championship side. That's not a glamorous tie, and it's not a tie that you would particularly fancy you to win.
No.
So it's one of those. We're probably going to go out and not even get the glitz and the glamour. That's my thoughts. What do you think?
No, I agree. Because if you got someone, like obviously Man City, you've gone now. But if you got someone like Manchester City or Arsenal or you say even West Ham now, they're a hell of a decent side now. If you got them at Portman Road, you think, right, well, okay, chances are we're going to drop out at this round, but it's a hell of a tie to do it at. And it's a good bit of revenue coming in as well for that sort of game. Whereas if you risk going out to bloody Luton, or Peterborough, or a crap Championship side, you think, right, what have we got?
It was a forfeit, mightn't you? Do you know what I mean? Like, Man United, it won't be Man United, I'm afraid, because Man United have been drawn at home to Villa. That'll be on the TV, guarantee on BBC. I can see Gary Lineker's face all over that coverage.
Absolutely. Aren't we on TV next week?
We may well be with Barrow, yes,
because
we're the only draw, I think, in the 3rd round. Wolves have just come out. The chat haven't told me. Barnsley away, apparently we've got.
Barnsley away.
For fuck's sake.
That's not cool.
Right, Barrow, you can have it, mate. You can have it. Let's just double check, make sure the chat is correct. Barnsley have just been drawn. Fuck off.
Can we start again?
Well, yeah. Can we just draw them again? They're absolutely right. Newcastle have just gone on my one. So, and they're at home to Cambridge. Fucking Cambridge get Newcastle, and we're going to get Barnsley.
I'd have taken that more than bloody Barnsley.
Yeah, me too.
There's a lot of coverage and not speculation. Also, there's a lot of covering and spotlight on Newcastle right now. So
it is a winnable tie, though, depending on how the new guy gets us playing. It could be a winnable tie. It's a shame it's away, isn't it? Yeah, Barnsley versus Ipswich Town. There we go. What do we think then, chat? What do we think of that? Rubbish. We don't need that shit. Chris Boyd, let Barrow have it. Joe Bradley, Barnsley are doing very shit at the moment. They're nothing on last season. Yeah, there's not a lot of love in the chat for Barnsley. What's your instant thoughts there, Steve?
Disappointed. Yeah, really wanted a home tie with a good. We jinxed it. We were then talking about a good home tie with the Premier League team or a shit away tie with the Championship team.
Absolutely. The reaction is the same. It's the same. Mayor from Chris McBain, Paul Sevenoaks, all the teams that are left in, that's absolute worst away as well. Facebook user, crap tie, let Barrow have it. It's winnable. We'll get to see the fourth round. But I see us losing 2-1, JT. It's got a 2-1 defeat all over it. Charlton versus Norwich. That's a tie and a half. Very winnable. Load of crap draw from EJ. No one's happy apart from JT. Bless him, Steve.
Yeah, so I think you're on your own here, JT, to be honest.
He is. Right. We are back live with Ipswich Town content at 8:30 with Marcus Stewart. We'll get his thoughts on John McGrill. We'll get his thoughts on how he feels McGrill will come in and do his interim manager, what he'll try and implement, the playing styles, all of that, try and get a bit of inside knowledge. And then, of course, we are going live in a moment with the F1 show, but 8:30 for Talking Town's Extra Time with Marcus Stewart, myself, George, and Alex. But until then, you'll see me and him and Neil in about 30 seconds time. So stay well, and we'll see you in a second.
We're on a journey.